What's going on, people? Welcome to the next video on my weight loss journey. It's weight loss monster o'clock, I suppose, today. And yeah, it's been 1 week since I decided I want to lose some weight. And yes, I set myself a challenge to lose some weight this week. And I'm going to continue the challenge whether I've lost weight or not. I've pushed myself a lot this week. I bought an e-bike, and the challenge this week was, can I ride my e-bike every day for at least half an hour, pushing myself, but not overly so, because I'm new to the exercise. I'm a big guy, but just doing what I can, at least getting on the bike every day for half an hour. That was the main goal. Right, so I set myself out to do that, and I've done that. It's been challenging at times, especially the hills, but I've persevered, I've pushed myself, and I'm really pleased with how I've done this week. And it's not been easy, but it's been giving me a feel-good factor. So whether I've lost weight or not, that's got to be a positive. And I'm doing a lot more exercise than what I normally do. Not messed about with a diet too much most of the week, but I'll get into that in a minute. And yeah, it's been pretty good. The bike rides have gone well. I've been sort of making little tracks up on Google, on Google Maps. There's like a cycling app that Subscribe suggests. So I've been doing little tracks and that on there. And then there was yesterday. And yesterday was the first day where it went really bad on the bike riding, to say the least. I decided to go on a little adventure. I've got a little phone holder for my e-bike, and I thought, let's go and explore. And yeah, I'll set up sort of somewhere to go on the maps, and I followed the route on my sat nav, cycled away. Happy days. Let's go on an adventure. I learned a valuable lesson yesterday. Don't trust Google Maps for cycling. Do not do it. So that's a tip I'll give anybody if you're getting into cycling to try and lose weight. Don't use Google Maps. It was all fine at first. I was a bit like, well, this is a strange route. It cut me across some farmer's field. And it seemed okay, interesting route, I thought. About 2 miles across this farmer's field, I got halfway and there's big like puddles from motorbikes and that. Anyway, I fell off my bike into a little ditch. Didn't hurt myself. It was quite funny. Got back on my bike, but thought, well, this is a bit dangerous, so I'm going to be a bit careful for the rest of the way. So I slowed down a bit, and it was so slippery and muddy and wet, even though it's not been raining. And yeah, I fell off my e-bike again and landed in a puddle the second time, and I was soaked in the middle of a farmer's field. And I thought, this is pretty dangerous, actually. But so I sort of got off and pushed the bike for a bit, got to the end of this field finally. And I was feeling pretty worn out by then, to be honest. It was an absolute scorcher yesterday. I thought, I've got 2 options now. I can either go back the way I've come, because I feel like I've had enough, but then I've got to go through that. But I just fell off the bike twice, so I didn't fancy that. Or I can sort of persevere and try and find another way back. So I've looked at the Google Maps, and it's sort of sent me along some country roads. I followed it. Wasn't happy at all. I had people zooming past me at 60 miles per hour. Fat man on his e-bike, like literally scaring the crap out of me. I have no mirror or nothing, so I couldn't even see him coming. Especially these guys in their bloody electric cars. You can't even hear him. You're just like, you have any little, I want to ride my bicycle. Like, freaking hell. Scared the crap out of me. That's not even the worst bit. And then, sort of after doing that for a few miles, the map told me to turn right. And I thought, okay, this looks a bit more like a bike track. You're sending me back on the bike paths, getting me off these roads, which I'm not happy about at all. And I needed a new change of underpants. So yeah, it sent me on these these bicycle paths. I thought, oh, it looks a bit rough, this path, but we'll follow it. It gets me off that road and it's a bit safer. And anyway, there's a few stinging nettles and that, and I'm sort of persevering, stung myself a few times. And then I just come to this completely blocked path with like a tree that had fallen over. And I thought, well, I've got 2 options here. I've either got to make it past this fallen over tree, which had stinging nettles everywhere, or I've got to go back the other way, back through all them roads, through that other path where I fell off my bike twice. Wasn't an option. I was sweating. I made a stupid mistake of not taking any water with me. So anyway, I sat down in the shade a bit and just needed to cool off. And then I was going through my bag and my bike, and I found a bottle of water that had been in there for like 3 days, and it was warm as anything. It was bloody warm. And I had to drink it because I just needed the fluid. I drank it, it kind of energised me, lifted my bike over this tree, got stung loads on my legs. It was horrible, it really was. But yeah, I made it over this tree. E-bikes, they're not light. They weigh like 25 kilos, and it's a scorching hot day, stinging nettles everywhere. You can imagine. Finally got past that obstacle, got stung a load more times. And then, you know, you get them things they put there to try and stop motorbikes. They're little like gate things that you got to get through. I kept coming across a load of them, and they're a pain to get through on an e-bike because e-bikes are big like motorbikes. But I could just about manage it. And then I came to this last one, and I just couldn't get the bike through it. It just wouldn't get through this gate. So I had to lift it over this great big bleeding gate to stop people getting motorbikes through. And that absolutely ruined me. And I come back and I was just finished for the day, should we say, and I knew not to trust Google Maps ever again. Anyway, that's the bike riding side of it done. Anyway, from when I weighed myself cheekily on Wednesday and I hadn't lost any weight. So then I started taking some notes of what some of my subscribers have been saying to me in the lives about how important it is to cut down on carbs, bread, pasta, rice, that kind of thing, you know, potatoes. So I decided to do that from Wednesday till today. Eating a lot more fruit. When I felt like I needed a snack, I was just eating fruit. And I was avoiding bread. Last night, I had a bacon and lettuce and tomato sandwich without the bread, sorry. So I used lettuce as bread and put bacon and tomato in it. It seemed like an amazing, healthy idea. I just felt I needed a bit of greasy meat, if you know what I mean, after all the working that I've been doing. But it was just a big slimy mess. So yeah, that one don't work. Don't try that. So yeah, if anyone's got any ideas about some sort of like a replacement for bread, maybe, that would be really handy. So you get me down in the comments if anybody's got any ideas on that. So yeah, I've been cutting down the carbs. I'm about to weigh myself. Last week I weighed 22 stone 11. Have I lost any weight? I hope so. Even if it was just a pound, just to give me that boost. But as I say, I weighed myself on Wednesday and nothing. So we'll see, won't we? Yeah, fell off the bike twice. It's been interesting. I'm going to pause the video now and I'm going to go see you in the kitchen in a minute for the weigh-in. Fingers crossed. But I'm not going to get down if I ain't lost any weight because it's given me a feel-good factor, the exercise. And I feel better about myself. But it would be nice to lose a little bit of weight. Let's not kid ourselves. Right, back in a sec, people. Right, the man breasticles are out. Let's get on the scales and see if he's lost any weight, shall we? Here we go. Can't make up your mind, scales. I'll call that. $22 stone 8. Bush. Right, so there we have it. 22 stone 8. So that's a 3 stone, I wish, £3 weight loss. I'm actually 22 stone 7 without the phone. But I was holding the phone last week when I weighed myself. So, yeah, the phone obviously weighs a pound roughly. So yeah, we'll call it 22 stone 8. I was 22 stone 11 last week. So yeah, £3 weight loss. I'm really chuffed with that. I've worked hard for that. I deserve that. Really chuffed. So looking on to next week, I guess same again. I'm going to do the same again as I've done this week. But one change I'm going to make is I'm going to be carb conscious all week instead of just sort of halfway through the week when I realise I ain't lost any weight. Let's see if that makes a difference. But my goal is £2 a week. So anything over that is a bonus. You know, I don't want to just disappear with us suddenly because I want something I can maintain. I want to change things a bit, but I want to be able to carry it on. Otherwise, I'll just go back to normal and put all the weight back on, if that makes sense. So yeah, possibly even still do 3 lives next week. We'll see. But if it comes to a point where I'm not losing weight, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. At the minute, that's how I'm feeling. So yeah, buzzing. £3 weight loss. Thanks for joining me on this little journey, people. And thank you for everybody in the lives and in the comments and that for giving me such great tips about cutting down the carbs and that, because I think that's really helped. And yeah, any more tips you've got or encouragement, feel free to engage with me in the comments, people. And yeah, it's been tough, but it's all been worth it in the end. Just seeing that weight loss really gives you a little buzz to keep going, even though it's a long journey, It got off to a good start and it didn't look like it was gone till on Wednesday, so happy days. Thanks for watching, people. See you on the next video, whether it be, well, probably going to be a beer review, Friday night live. Be live tonight, having a few beverages. And so hopefully catch some of you then. Until next one, people. Bye bye, darlings. Excuse her noisy missus.